Hey everybody, Mr. JK here, and first and foremost, happy belated Christmas. Sorry, this was supposed to go out yesterday, but I got lazy, and also we were having a little bit too much fun on Christmas Day. This is coming out after Christmas. Hopefully this will come out later tonight, the day after. I'm so sorry. I meant to do a live stream that day, but I got lazy. Like I said, that's completely my fault. However, to make it up to you guys, Sunday, that stream that I was talking about, where we're going to be doing the maximum of 3 reactions, your choice, your choice. By the way, just tell me down in the comment section of this video. We'll do that later on Sunday, which will be the reaction video extravaganza live stream, which will be on Sunday. And I do mean Sunday. I'm not going to say which time or what time this time, so because I don't even know myself. Hopefully earlier than expected. Same thing with these videos. By the way, another thing, don't expect much editing with this video. Best you're gonna get is like the music you're hearing right now, plus the person's channel and where to find a video. So by the way, shout outs to this individual here. Shout outs to Shaman King 100. The Shadow Ranger got that dog in him, which we're reacting to today. Yeah, so shout out to him. So without further ado, let's get into it. If there's anything I missed, I'm probably gonna put what I missed right here on screen. As always, let's get started in 3, 2, 1. By the way, one more thing before I know.
Nobody cares.
One more thing. The reaction video, I will be doing a Fat Files video hopefully soon too, before the end of this week, hopefully too. So you get 2 videos plus a live stream, hopefully. Don't get your hopes up, sorry, but I'm a pretty busy guy, and on top of that, my own procrastination too. So yeah, just telling you guys what to expect from me. I'm sorry. Wish I was more active on here than I usually am. Anyways, let's get started with this video. 3, 2, 1, go.
But Doggy Krueger done ran down on this chick and started chopping every monster she threw at him. Man was slicing these things mid-air. Boy was going so fast, he started just cutting the pages because the monsters didn't even have time to come out yet.
Okay. Yeah, so in case anyone doesn't know what this is, if you've been living under a rock recently, this is a character, I believe his name is Anubis, I think. He's from Power Rangers, the Power Rangers series, but over there in the East, its original series would be Super Sentai, but Deca Ranger, I believe that's what it's called, Deca Ranger, but over here in the West, it's called Power Rangers SPD, Space Patrol Delta. Yeah, I know that, because I'm an avid fan of this franchise here, and he is the 6th Ranger for the SPD crew. So yeah, here we go. This was actually one of my favorite shows of the Disney era, by the way.
I pulled up on little girl and she's like, what are you gonna do to me? I'm just a kid. Boy's like, don't worry, we gonna try you as an adult. Turned her into a garbage can. Thank you to everyone that
Super Sentai crossover. Okay, yep. There's some people that know about it. Unpopular opinion, but I didn't even get to read all these.
commented. I'm blessed to have you. Today we are talking about Anubis Doggy Krueger. And the only way to do right by this character is by covering the Power Ranger version while also mixing in his Super Sentai version. So hopefully
nice.
You get to see something new. Because when we're talking about the the SPD Rangers, everyone's favorite dog man and the furry community's favorite chew toy.
Oh no, get that shit out of here.
We gotta do the boy justice.
Don't be doing that to my boy. Love Anubis.
So let me tell you how the Shadow Ranger really got that dog.
Yep, the Shadow Ranger.
When we first meet Doggy Krueger, he is the head honcho of the SPD. Who? those unaware, the SPD version of the Power Rangers we are watching are pretty much like a future police task force on a world where aliens and humans live in harmony. That's why my man can look like a sci-fi version of Bluey and nobody bat an eye about it. But what we cut in is Doggy debriefing his A-team of Power Rangers, as he is sending them on a top secret mission to lower the defenses and weaken Grom, who is the Skeletor villain of the season, and hopefully get rid of his tyranny for good.
Yeah, which I believe the Super Sentai version of the series, Deca Ranger, I think that was originally called. Don't shoot me in the comment section, Super Sentai fans. I believe Deca Ranger didn't have a like main bad guy specifically. Not that it had, well, more it was an ensemble of multiple bad guys, but not like a main bad guy running them all.
And this squad's going to be AFK for most of the season. We're only going to hear about them here and there, and when they inevitably disappear. But we'll get back to them a little later. But with them off planet, Doggy has to assemble him a solid B team. But as you can see, this Power Ranger squad lacking a couple colors. Luckily enough, they were able to cop the last 2 colors that they needed from a couple delinquents that our boy's going to have to whip into shape. This being one of the reasons I really love SPD is because it's one of the few times that we ever get a Black Red Ranger. And as a mix kid, I thought that was pretty.
I mean, I kind of got the idea, but it's like, this is what I missed back then. Something like this, where it's like, there was no big deal about no news crew or something going up to the guys can say, hey, what does it feel like to be the first black this? Or what does it feel like to be the first Asian that? And it's like, what the fuck cares? This is why I like when that really wasn't a problem, or that really wasn't the talk of the town, right? Back when like we weren't in this culture war bullshit going on right now. Where it's like, I can't have a black character that is both black, but is a good character. And that should be the first priority of any good show or movie going, that should be the main priority. It's the character first, ethnicity and whatever the fuck later. It should be just this. Like something like this, where it's like the way how, like, okay, you want to know how to make a diverse character or diverse cast work? Stop fucking mentioning it. Don't mention it. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what should matter is what the characters is the character's story and their arcs. That's the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter if they're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, or whatever the fuck. That doesn't matter. It never did. I'm tired of these people like shoehorning in characters like this with absolutely next to no fucking character whatsoever.
Pretty cool. Now, if you wonder why 3 out of the 4 Black Red Rangers were the captains of series that were all car themed, I'm guessing Saban just thought we really liked the Fast and Furious franchise after they hear all the rap music about them 24.
I think that was, I know he's just joking here, but that's just pure coincidence if I'm being honest. Probably.
And butterfly doors. But back to our main subject. Doggy has to spend the first quarter of the season really whipping these whippersnappers into shape as they learn what it means to be a ranger and holding down the city. And they were doing really good until Doggy Krueger's blast from the past appeared as being the man that helped destroy his world and take his wife from him. That being General Banana. And after this man came back and stole another chick from the Doggy Dog, he knew that he had to put his foot down and get to work. And this was about to be one of the coldest moments in Power Rangers history, where our man Doggy pulls up.
Oh, the fucking aura.
Solo dolo ready to fight an army. And I'm gonna have to shoot to the Super Sentai version because this was even cooler as my man had the shades on. My boy got the custom Versace.
My boy had the shades.
She lenses on, boy looking dope as hell. And he done threw them things up and hit the transformation that would befuddle everyone for years, because how do you fit this doggy face into a mask? But it don't matter because it was too dope. But with that, we get the first appearance of the Shadow Ranger. And boy's drip is off the scale as that camera starts taking pictures.
Drip 100.
Of the boy even got the number 100 tatted to the face. That's how you know we keep it real.
Yeah.
And to even make it more poetic, is he about to go 1v100?
Yeah, that fucking scene was epic as shit. It's been a minute, so there's some things I don't remember about this series, but like I think this one specifically, like the 1v100, yeah. Fucking awesome shit ever.
Have his own Kingdom Hearts 2 moment. I don't know what was up with the early
Don't even bring this back, man. Don't bring this game. Dude, I played this fucking, oh my God, my fucking fingers. And that's not even the worst part. It's like the moment at the end with Xemnas and like the shit ton of lasers he was throwing at me. Oh my God, dude, my fingers hurt like bitch.
2000s in the 1V armies, but thank God for him. But if not having one of the dopest fits in Power Ranger history was not enough, the man got the blade to match as he done whipped out the Shadow Saber. And I'ma keep it a buck. I'ma need this from a wall. And bro, the creators knew they were finna cook.
Yeah, they better cook.
They even popped up a number at the bottom of the screen so you could keep
just
track of
so you keep track of everything going on.
His Bankai and darts out swinging, and with only swinging his sword 5 times, this man has already took down 20 of them. Bro, he got the counter doing the inverted Mob Psycho. Nah, I haven't seen a man mass murder this many robots since Samurai Jack. Man was saucing the robots up so hard.
Like, absolutely shredding these dudes while it's counting down. That is fucking awesome.
Those 2 random kicks just to mix it up. Man done pushed one of their chest in so hard he done turned it into a Voltwood with self-destruct enable. And just to prove that my man got the sauce on him, he don't walk away from the explosion. He fly away from it. Mind you, the whole
cool guys don't walk away from explosions. Giga Chads fly away from the explosions whilst not looking at it.
Time he is ticking down this number by chopping these minions. Homie is posing for the camera every scene. My man Doggy knew he was about to sell all of the toys. This man is so powerful, he is literally making ripples in the air. What in the white beard am I seeing right now? You know man was having fun with the fight choreography because he done dropped a double kick to one of the robot's chest. But after this most disrespectful battle, he ends up with 20 left and decides to end the fun early by doing one big spinning swing, knocking out all 20 of them simultaneously.
You got knocked the fuck out.
Nah, my man different. And if you thought my boy wasn't done cooking in the kitchen yet,
like, and just take that into consideration. I know we had like powerful like 6th or 7th Rangers up here, but it's like this dude was on a whole nother level. This man soloed all those motherfuckers by himself. Normally, like Power Rangers, see like the whole team going up against a lot of them, but no, he said, I'm gonna just do it myself.
Or mistaken, as General Bannock done showed out of nowhere and pulled out the strap on him. Done had man in the 007 pose and thought he could give Doggy Krueger the JFK surprise. Man went for the headshot as my boy ricocheted the blast away and was able to save the kitty.
That means 2 things.
And Doggy laced up on the man and made quick work of him. And he decides it's time to put my man through the judgment and whips out probably one of the coolest gimmicks in a Power Ranger season where their device.
Nice to turn the music in the background.
And morphers are able to judge a person and consider them guilty or innocent of the crime they are accused of. And up to this point, every monster has been pretty much guilty. So imagine the shock when Anubis asks, "You are guilty of destroying my planet and taking my wife from me." And that said he was innocent. Anubis himself was surprised, like, yo, how can it be? Which as a kid done shocked me, but it made the next scene even colder. As Doggy Dog himself said, "Fuck the justice system, I am the law." Yo, Doggy Krueger is just so damn cool. And he proceeds to do probably one of the most fire Power Ranger finishing moves there is, because it literally summons fire. As man takes the definition of sliding on your ops to a whole nother level, hitting mans with the Shadow Saber containment strike and turning man into a holographic trading card. Oh, this man's tough. That's tough. And if you didn't think, oh, that was play enough, my boy know how to prioritize saving the booty hat. And that was man's first morph of the series. Boy, stay cooking for the rest of it, which we're about to get to. But first, so it's important to understand who Doggy Krueger really is and how better to look into a man's past. As I hinted to earlier, his world was destroyed by Grom. This led to the eradication of his people, and he fought to the bitter end but ended up losing, but still somehow able to survive, but also losing his wife in the process. And because my boy is the Doggy Dog, my man is loyal to the bitter end for her. And we learn more about this when one of his so-called friends comes back from the past and fills us in how he he fought Mortal Kombat movie 1 style on the beach with this man. As I guess his boy really wanted to take Doggy's chick and have the most authentic doggy style you could have. I mean, who could blame him? I guess my boy was really a furry at heart. But mind you, Doggy's wife looked just like him with the Killmonger cut. So
oh no. Well, nah. To be fair, that's not even a look technically. I would say this is more of the Whoopi Goldberg look. I'm talking about early 90s Whoopi Goldberg.
Hey, Chief, whatever's your type, I guess. Some of us are just blue wolves at heart. But I guess Doggy had to break it down to him that Shouty was only going to be catching one bone, and it wasn't his. But with all this information known, it's understandable to know why that Doggy is really protective of his rangers and the people of his world, as he doesn't want it to happen again. He refuses to lose anyone else to Grom and will defeat him by any means.
God
and
damn. No, yo, how did they get full? Oh my God, it's been so long. I don't know which episode this is. It might be the same exact episode, but god damn, they got folded.
It is understandable why he gets a little pissed with the Rangers at times. But for those that think Doggy is just pretty cool and I haven't sold you just yet, come over here, nephew, and let Uncle Shaman done tell you a story. What if I told you that Doggy Krueger himself went toe-to-toe with the Violator? Oh yeah, you heard me right, my man went mano-a-mano with the Prince Ranger. But sadly, us in the States did not get to see this masterpiece at work. But just like Drake, I'm about to colonize and localize this thing right here for you. So SPD and Mystic Force end up crossing over to destroy a new threat that has teamed up with the respective villains of each series. But these guys were able to get the upper hand and almost eradicated both the Red Rangers of each squad. Well, that was until Nubis then jumped in the scene, saving both respective Red Rangers from being expunged from existence from some force lightning. But you know the Violator can smell a man's power level from a mile away, even in the depths of hell themselves.
Yeah, Decamaster. That was a Super Sentai actual name. It wasn't Shadow Ranger, it was Decamaster.
The frame. Mind you, man did not show up in the crossover once. Man said 2 full Power Ranger teams with a 6th Ranger was.
Oh, that's interesting, because I believe Mystic Force, not the Sentai version, came out before or came out after SPD. So it's interesting. It's good. That actually just tells us that the Mystic Force side of things came out before the Magi Ranger came out before Deca Ranger.
Not a competition, but the Shadow Ranger, I like ya and I want ya. Now run my fade. Man, look at the other villains like, yo, go do your thing. I'm busy right now. And instantly started blasting on Doggy. And this man, Doggy, mid-flight whips out the Shadow Saber and Korag says, I will oblige ya. As they took this battle from Super Sentai to Super Saiyan, as they start teleporting all over the place. And all I'm thinking to myself watching this, if our Power Rangers from our series had a face this Korag, they wouldn't have made it past episode 1. These men were flash stepping all over the place. They ended up in a whole different location. I cannot.
Apologies there. My nephew just got back. So anyways, back to the video.
Put in words how much aura is on the screen right now. These two's power alone blew up a mountain from miles away. And bro, this next scene sold it for me, because these boys said F some fight choreography. We're just gonna do our finishing moves simultaneously. They said, let's just cut to the chase, big fella. Doggy done winded up his Shadow Saber, and this man Korag done did the same move bar for bar. It'd be copyright or something. But boys like Sumi see, and they start sliding on each other, hitting us with the classic samurai last strike. But unlike any of those iconic scenes that you have seen before where you're waiting for one of them to fall, these boys done stand up like nothing happened, and everything else around them started exploding.
You're pretty good. You're pretty good.
So damn cool. And bruh, Shadow Ranger is so dang cool that Korag the Violator himself gave my man some prop. And the Shadow Ranger's like, yo, you're not too bad yourself, kid. And then Korag gets out for the rest of the crossover. I'm just saying, I'm pissed that we didn't get this over in the state. Man, it would have been peak. And
and the only thing is because both these series, apparently that series came out before that one, and it's like, oh, they got mixed around. No.
add on the fact that Soloris Knight and Anubis are played by the same actor, man would have been crossing over with himself.
That would have been awesome.
Version of Doggy Krueger, who's putting hands on his own rangers, but for a good reason, as he is trying to train them and toughen them up because they are starting to be a little too chillax now that there is a Shadow Ranger about, feeling like they can slack off on their duties and do as much. And Doggy Krueger is not feeling this type of mentality. It's not very G7. So our man sends them through some rigorous training, really toughening them up, getting them new forms and becoming a better B squad. And in the process and growth of these people becoming better rangers, they end up finding the original A-team and bringing them back to Doggy Krueger, which I ain't gonna lie, man started glazing them a little too much. He done really made the B team feel like some C-listers. And they started worrying that they were going to be treated like trash, but they weren't going to have to worry about that for long as the A-team done pulled the strap out on Doggy. Yeah, the A-team.
Oh yeah, because they got corrupted.
Pulled at Anakin and thought the dark side wasn't that bad. I'm just saying, when you have the evil walrus over here in the squad, you probably knew they were going to be a little evil. And another note on the team, it is kind of wild that the first girl Red Ranger was evil. Just saying. So the traitorous A-team brings Doggy to Skeletor himself, where he reveals that man's wife was alive this whole time. This leaves the B team having to handle and face off against the A team, which I'll cover in another video. But to cut it short, they done turned them boys into a booster pack. But after defeating them, they still need to find Anubis. Luckily for them, the comic relief character was there to betray them. And I ain't gonna lie, watching this again, that betrayal still hurt, because man done had them captured and put in the cage ready for execution. Luckily enough, my man had a change of heart and actually ended up saving the Rangers. But with this, we're getting prepared for the final showdown as the Rangers go and make their moves, destroying the ship. And for Doggy, it was on site with anybody that came in his glance. And the first person he was about to put the paws on was this 10-year-old girl. But don't feel bad for this little she-demon, as she's Grom's daughter, and she's able to make the monsters she draws in the pages come to life. Yes, she has the same powers as that one guy from
yeah.
I don't know his name.
Sai. His name is Sai, in case somebody's wondering.
I'm not gonna go look it up. But Doggy Krueger done ran down on this chick and started chopping every monster she threw at him. Man was slicing these things mid-air. Boy was going so fast, he started just cutting the pages because the monsters didn't even have time to come out. He done pulled up on little girl and she's like, "What are you gonna do to me? I'm just a kid." Boy's like, "Don't worry, we gonna try you as an adult." Turned her into a garbage pail kid. And after he was done locking away the daughter, it was time for daddy to run these hands. And man, I ain't even gonna lie to you, when he pulled up and saw his wife have that stabbed to her neck, I thought I was about to see some cornrows coming out my boy head, because boy was ready to go doggy style. Man. As these boys done jumped right into that action, started swinging on each other, boys were having a ballerina session. Doggy even gave him the trip up and had man flying back on his throne. But the big bad knew he couldn't run the fair one with the Shadow Ranger and said, "Hey, wait a minute, I'm a villain," and started dangling Doggy's wife off the balcony. Oh, and the dog was pissed. That boy was ready to bite man's head off. So this saucy Ranger done did the cleanest move and hit himself with the own layup by throwing his sword into man's chest and kicking off that shit while simultaneously going for his wife so she don't fall in, and then hitting man with the Uno reverse card, giving him the Palpatine ending. But after the Power Rangers were done finishing up the big bad Omni, who happened to also be voiced by Korek,
I will claim this planet as mine.
And the Power Rangers were celebrating a job well done. But just like Palpatine came back sadly in the sequel, Skeletor wasn't done just yet, telling to our boy Doggy, "Run the fade with me one last time." And you know Doggy finna oblige the man, but in Doggy fashion, this man's disrespect knows no bound, as Brody didn't even morph for him. He stayed in his base form. He said, "You not even worth seeing the drip again." And after a quick 5 seconds, Skeletor realizes that he should have probably stayed dead. Boy was asking for the relief of life, and instead of Doggy ending man's, he done cut off the other antler.
Now they match.
Finally able to put man's away. And I know they never showed it, but I imagine that he probably rocking around with boy on his neck like he Logan Paul or something. No. Just yet, we have a special announcement. Here it is.
There will only be one color left in the rainbow.
Oh, they're doing what's the name from Dino Fury? I mean, not Dino Fury. No, it is Dino Fury.
Oh, Oh snap, it's Dinomorphin time next time. We finally gonna be covering probably one of the most requested people for the new year. But if you want to decide the next thing that I cover, you can go over to our community tab right now and cast your vote or leave a comment. And if that's not your steez, you can like and comment and subscribe. That's always helpful too. If you're looking for another video to watch, I definitely recommend our Korag one if you haven't seen it yet. It gives you a little context for this. But maybe if Power Rangers isn't your thing, I definitely got some DC content right over here that you might like. But until next time, what's poppin'? It's Shaman.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of the video. Thank you all for joining me today, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.